Kia ora everybody, hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Now on tonight's show we have a chat about an event that was aimed at raising money for Christchurch, and of course I announced the winner of last week's book. But first up, joining me in the studio is the wonderful Tony Laker.
Hello Janelle.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for
good.
the wonderful, that's very nice.
You are wonderful.
Thank you, you too.
Now just wanted to have a chat to you about what's happened in Japan.
Yeah.
It's a bit close to home considering what's happened in Christchurch as well.
Yeah, it's never ending, isn't it?
No, it is.
It is indeed. And basically what happens, Janelle, when anything like this happens, we get told immediately by our head office. We get a report printed of all our clients that are either over there and those that are due to go in the next week or so. And we go through that process of contacting everybody. Firstly, the ones that are over there, asking if they need any assistance in getting them home. And then the ones who are due to go, of course, for them to make the decision whether they still want to go or not and stuff. So it's a big process. We've just finished going through that whole Christchurch thing where not only were we doing it for our clients, but we were actually the Maryvale office for a couple of weeks because they were closed and all their phones were coming to us, and all out of their clients had to be contacted by us as well. So just finished that process, Janelle, and now Japan. So it's never ending, but I guess it's a good exercise in the fact that you're not alone if you're doing travel with us. We are there behind you every step of the way, as you say, and we do. And it's been an amazing process contacting these people in Christchurch that are overseas. Some of them want to come straight home. I had a guy in the middle of the Amazon jungle, believe it or not, that was on a luxury cruise, and I had to get him home as quick as I can. Others, no, we're fine. I think the hardest process was bringing the people in Christchurch that were due to travel in the next week or so, and even though their holiday was ready to go for them, a lot of them obviously didn't want to travel anymore.
Yeah.
It was quite hard work. You're talking to a lot of those people because they'd lost a lot. So
yeah,
it's just a facet of being a travel agent that people probably don't understand or think about really. But
it's a good thing to know that support is there for them.
Yeah, I think so, because if people book on the net or agents who don't run that process, they are effectively on their own, and standing in a queue at an airport or what do I do next is not a happy process to go through. So knowing that even if they don't hear from us in the immediate, they can just call us and we will sort it for them. So I don't know what price you put on that, Janelle. It's it's a lot.
Yeah, it is, but it's good for them, and it's reassurance for them as well to know that if anything happens, they can get in touch with a consultant at a travel agency and say, look, these are my issues.
Yeah, but I think that's like with any retail. If you buy anything, in this world, I think it's encouraging for me, and it's ensuring for me to know that if something goes wrong with what I've got or I need something, that I can ring the manager of that store and they'll fix it for me, and that plays a big part in where I book stuff. So.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about, I guess you could call them travelling Australians, couldn't you?
Yeah, I know. This is really cool, actually. I cottoned on to something that the South Australian Tourism Board are coming over, flying into Auckland, and they're actually hiring 6 camper vans, decorating them all up, and they're touring from Auckland through to the bottom of New Zealand, doing what they call a road show. So they set up in each place, and it's awesome. And I heard that they weren't coming to Invercargill. So I rang up and had a go, and now they are.
Nice.
Yeah. So Invercargill, the 28th of March at the Ascot, we're going to have them there from 11:30 till 2:30. And there's about a dozen or so of these operators, and you're talking people from the South Australian Tourism. We've got people who operate river boats on the Murray River, Barossa Valley wineries, tours, all sorts of carry-on. They're going to be there to talk to people and show them their products. So if anybody's thinking of that they'd like to go to that, because it's a gorgeous part of the world, that Adelaide, South Australia, Barossa Valley, etc., come into the roadshow. It's a free entry, and you're even in to win a trip for 2 to Adelaide. So
nice.
Invercargill on the 28th at the Ascot, and then the next evening in Gore, we're going to have a couple of people from the Tourism Board going to be there to do a Gore show. So just give our office at Invercargill Gore a call and we'll get a free invitation out to people. Very cool.
Now, Tony, just sticking on the subject of Australia, great deals for Gold Coast at the moment.
Yeah, and Gold Coast, you can't talk enough about the Gold Coast because everybody in Southland goes to the Gold Coast for a holiday in the winter time. It was the last one to turn the lights out. So we've got some good deals on at the moment. I think it's 7 nights, which is your flights from Christchurch and your 7 nights combination. I think it's about $7.49 per person, which is awesome value for money, mate. It's a great place to go for a holiday, be it families, be it couples. You can't beat it, actually. We're over there with the kids not long ago. It's still you know, still the place that spins their wheels.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Now, just before you go, Tony, let's have a wee chat about Dracula's, which I guess is the main attraction for couples and groups and things like that.
Yeah, and the QTV Christmas party. I'll sort that out with Tom, eh? He'll take you all over there. That's a hoot. If anybody's going to the Gold Coast, if you're going with friends, it is really good fun to go with a group of two or three couples. Go to Dracula's. It's a cabaret dinner show. It's out there. It's different. It's not your run-of-the-mill restaurant night, but it's so much fun. But book it before you go. Book it here because once you get over there, it's full every night. It's a great place to go. So there you go. Get into Dracula's for your Christmas party. There's a good idea.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, thank you very much for that, Tony.
Good on you.
We'll catch up with you next time.
Cheers, Janelle.
And of course, if you want to get in touch with Tony and his team, you can contact them. House of Travel Lakers, 3640 Kelvin Street in Invercargill. The number there, 214 3500, or 30 Main Street in Gore. The number there, 03208 9308, or give them a call, 0800 Lakers.